Ladies and gentlemen, while others are out celebrating, laughing the nights away, indulging in fleeting pleasures, I want you to understand something powerful. You are not missing out. You are preparing, you are building, you are investing in something far greater than a temporary good time. You are choosing the uncommon path, the road of discipline, sacrifice, and vision. And though it may feel lonely now, one day the very people who mocked your grind may depend on your leadership. Yes, let them party. One day they will be working for you. You see, success is not birthed in comfort zones. It's conceived in late nights, early mornings, skipped distractions, and consistent efforts when no one is watching. Real achievers understand that the spotlight is not the place where success is made, it's where it is displayed. The work is done in the shadows. When your peers are busy trying to enjoy the present, you must be bold enough to invest in your future, because what you build in silence will one day speak so loud it cannot be ignored. Don't envy the noise. Don't chase the crowd. Chase purpose. While others are buying tickets to entertainment, you're purchasing books, building skills, refining your character. While they're chasing temporary highs, you're sowing seeds of long-term value. And hear me clearly, the world eventually rewards those who are prepared. There will come a time when positions must be filled, businesses must be run, and vision must be executed. And the ones who chose the party won't be ready. But you, the one who stayed focused, will be. Remember, leadership doesn't begin when people follow you. It begins when you follow discipline. Every small sacrifice, every quiet decision to turn down fun for focus is a deposit into your destiny. So don't apologize for your drive. Don't explain your hunger. Let them laugh, let them play, let them call you boring. Because when the time comes to lead, to innovate, to hire, you will be the one holding the pen, signing their paychecks. In every season of life, we're faced with a simple but powerful choice. Indulge in immediate pleasure or invest in long-term purpose. And it's in that daily decision, repeated over weeks, months, and years, that the future is formed. The truth is, success rarely comes to those who live for the moment. It belongs to those who are willing to sacrifice the temporary comforts of today for the greater rewards of tomorrow. Sacrifice doesn't mean deprivation. It means discipline. It means you understand that not every invitation deserves a yes. It means you're willing to skip the party, walk away from distractions, and turn down short-term excitement because your eyes are locked on something bigger. It's not because you're boring. It's because you're becoming. You're becoming the kind of person the future will reward, focused, mature, prepared, and ready. There is a principle in life that cannot be escaped. You cannot harvest what you didn't plant. Yet many people want the rewards of success without the process. They want the income without the investment, the influence without the integrity, the position without the preparation. But it doesn't work that way. Those who succeed understand that delayed gratification is not a punishment, it's the price of greatness. It's the admission ticket to a future few people reach. When you see your friends choosing fun over focus, it can be tempting to feel left out. But understand this, while they are consuming, you are creating. While they are spending time, you are investing it. While they are entertained, you are being educated. And the gap may not show immediately, but over time it becomes obvious. The habits you build today will either serve you or sabotage you tomorrow. That's why sacrifice now is not loss, it's leverage. Let's take a moment and look at the lives of successful people, entrepreneurs, leaders, visionaries. Nearly all of them have one thing in common. They sacrificed in silence long before they were recognized in public. While others were chasing applause, they were chasing growth. While others were out late, they were up early. They understood that the late nights, the quiet mornings, the moments of isolation weren't signs of missing out. They were seasons of planting. And here's the beauty of it. The results of sacrifice don't stay hidden forever. Eventually, your discipline will speak. The world begins to notice the person who put in the work when no one was watching. People start to respect the person who didn't choose ease, but chose excellence. One day your preparation will meet opportunity, and it will look like luck to others, but it won't be luck. It will be proof that sacrifice works. Sacrificing today might not feel glamorous. It might even feel unfair. But the pain of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. And make no mistake, regret is heavy. It lingers. It whispers in your ear what you could have been, what you could have done, if only you had chosen differently. But when you choose sacrifice, when you push through discomfort and stay committed to your goals, you create a future where you're not just living, you're leading. So don't be afraid to be different now. Don't be ashamed of your ambition. Don't feel guilty for outgrowing comfort. You are not falling behind, you are laying the foundation. And one day, the very people who didn't understand your decisions will admire your results. Sacrifice today, because tomorrow is coming and it will reward those who were wise enough to prepare for it. We live in a world obsessed with visibility. Social media rewards constant updates, likes, and attention. People are more concerned with being seen than becoming strong. But the truth is, success is not built in the spotlight. It's built in silence, in the unseen hours, in the places where there's no applause, only accountability. The spotlight is where the world sees the results, but it's in the quiet places that the real work is done. The mistake many people make is chasing recognition before results. They want the world to notice their grind before they've built anything of substance. But you must understand, if the spotlight finds you before your character is ready, it will crush you, not crown you. That's why the silence season is not a curse, it's a gift. It's in that silence that you are tested, trained, and transformed. Think of the most successful individuals, the entrepreneurs who built empires, the athletes who became legends, the artists who changed culture. Their greatness wasn't born on the stage. It was built in the early mornings, the late nights, the quiet hours when no one was watching and no one was cheering. The world saw the highlights, but what it didn't see was the relentless commitment behind the scenes. The sweat, the sacrifices, the setbacks overcome in solitude. There is power in silence, because silence teaches you self-reliance. When there is no audience, you find out what you really believe about your purpose. When no one is clapping, you learn to clap for yourself. That's where confidence is born, not in public approval, but in private mastery. If you can stay disciplined when no one is watching, you are building a foundation that fame can't shake. People often ask, why isn't my progress visible? The answer is simple. Seeds grow underground first. Before you ever see a tree, roots must form beneath the surface, and if you try to skip that process, if you rush into the spotlight without depth, you will collapse under pressure. The silent season is your root system. It's what holds you up when storms come. And the deeper your roots, the taller you can grow. Don't be discouraged if nobody's talking about your progress yet. Don't let silence make you question your worth. Your quiet efforts are not wasted, they're compounded. Every day you choose discipline over distraction. Every moment you learn when others entertain themselves, you are building something the world can't yet see. but one day they will. And when they do, they'll call it overnight success, even though you'll know it was years in the making. The spotlight is seductive. It feeds the ego. But the silent season feeds your spirit. It sharpens your focus. It forces you to become intentional. You begin to work for purpose, not for praise. You build not to impress, but to impact. And that shift from external validation to internal growth is what sets real leaders apart from the crowd. So if you're in a season where no one is clapping for you, where no one is calling your name, be encouraged. You're exactly where greatness begins. Don't rush to be seen. Be faithful in the silence. Keep showing up. Keep building. Keep sharpening your skills, even if no one notices. Because one day the world will see the fruit of what you did in private. And you won't just be another voice in the crowd. You'll be the voice they listen to. Success built in silence lasts. It is not shaken by opinions. It is not inflated by hype. It is grounded, matured, and unshakable. Let the others chase the spotlight. You instead build in the shadows. And when the time is right, the most misunderstood truth about success is that it does not begin with talent, luck, or opportunity. It begins with discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the quiet force that separates dreamers from doers, intentions from impact, and wishful thinking from lasting results. In a world where comfort is celebrated and distractions are one tap away, discipline has become a rare but priceless trait. Yet those who master it, master their future. Most people want freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, emotional freedom. But what many don't realize is that freedom is not given, it is earned. And it is earned through consistent, often uncomfortable discipline. You see, the people who appear to be living freely, traveling when they want, working on their own terms, creating life on their schedule, weren't always free. They first had to submit themselves to a routine, a structure, a lifestyle of discipline. They sacrificed short-term pleasure for long-term gain, and now they're reaping the rewards. You must understand, freedom without discipline becomes chaos. It leads to wasted time, missed potential, and unrealized goals. On the other hand, when you embrace discipline, you take control of your life. You learn to manage your time, your mind, your money, your energy, and eventually your destiny. Discipline is not about restriction. It's about direction. It's about aligning your daily actions with your ultimate purpose. It's easy to say, I'll do it later, I deserve a break, or I just don't feel like it today. But every time you delay discipline, you delay your dream. Every time you choose comfort over commitment, you drift further from the life you were meant to live. What most people call freedom in the moment, staying in bed late, skipping the hard task, indulging without thinking, becomes a trap. It's a freedom that slowly steals your future. True freedom is the result of countless disciplined decisions compounded over time. Consider this, when you train your mind and body to stay focused, you no longer depend on motivation. Motivation is temporary, it comes and goes like the weather, but discipline is stable. It's what makes you show up when you're tired. It's what drives you to keep working even when progress is slow. It's what pushes you through the days when no one is clapping for you and success feels far away. That kind of self-resilience builds resilience, and resilience is the foundation of freedom. The beauty of discipline is that while it's hard at first, it gets easier. Just like working a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And as your discipline grows, so does your confidence. You start to trust yourself. You no longer need external pressure to perform. You become accountable to your own standard. That's when transformation begins. That's when you stop living by reaction and start living by intention. So the next time you're tempted to quit early, to procrastinate, to compromise on your commitment, remember this: the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret is permanent. One leads to progress, the other to disappointment. Choose wisely. Every early morning you push through, every task you complete with excellence, every temptation you resist is a deposit in your freedom account. And when that account matures, when the time comes to enjoy the life you built. In today's fast-paced world, patience often feels like a lost art. We live in an age of instant gratification where answers, entertainment, and results are expected immediately. Yet the reality is that true success and lasting achievement rarely come overnight. Patience is not just waiting, it's an active, powerful force that shapes how we endure challenges, maintain focus, and ultimately reach our goals. Patience is a power, and learning to master it is one of the greatest keys to long-term success. Patience means understanding that growth takes time. Just like a seed doesn't sprout into a towering tree in a day, your dreams and efforts need nurturing and consistent care before they bear fruit. It requires the wisdom to trust the process, even when results aren't visible yet. This kind of waiting is not passive resignation. It is a deliberate choice to remain committed and persistent while the work quietly unfolds beneath the surface. One of the hardest lessons to learn is that frustration and impatience can sabotage progress. When things don't move as quickly as we want, it's tempting to give up or take shortcuts. But rushing success often leads to failure. Those who succeed understand that patience builds resilience. It teaches you to endure setbacks without losing hope and to keep moving forward when the journey feels slow or uncertain. Patience also builds character. It forces you to develop self-portrayal, discipline, and emotional strength. Instead of reacting impulsively to difficulties or setbacks, you learn to respond thoughtfully. This ability to regulate your emotions in the face of delays and obstacles is what separates those who reach their goals from those who fall short. The patient person sees challenges as opportunities to grow stronger rather than reasons to quit. Furthermore, patience allows you to refine your skills and deepen your knowledge. Success is rarely the result of a single effort or a lucky break. It is the accumulation of countless hours of practice, learning, and improvement. When you rush, you risk missing the valuable lessons found in the process. The power of patience is that it creates space for mastery. It lets you build a foundation so strong that when success does come, it lasts. It's important to remember that patience does not mean doing nothing. It means continuing to work diligently while allowing time to do its part. It means showing up every day, making steady progress, and trusting that the efforts you put in now will eventually pay off. The patient person keeps planting seeds, watering them carefully, even if the harvest seems far away. Patience also protects you from comparing your journey to others. In a world full of highlight reels and quick wins, it's easy to feel behind or discouraged, but everyone's path is unique. Some people's progress is slow but steady, while others may experience fast but fleeting success. Patience helps you stay focused on your own growth and timeline rather than being distracted by what others are doing. Ultimately, patience is a form of power because it gives you control over your mindset and emotions. It allows you to rise above frustration and discouragement. It enables you to see beyond the present moment and keep your eyes fixed on your long-term vision. When you combine patience with consistent effort, you build unstoppable momentum. So the next time you feel like giving up because progress seems slow, remind yourself that patience is your ally. It is the quiet strength that fuels perseverance and the steady hand that guides you through uncertainty. Embrace patience as a powerful tool, and you will find that the journey to success, though sometimes slow, is also deeply rewarding and meaningful. In a world filled with distractions, opinions, and constant noise, having a clear vision is one of the most powerful tools you can develop. Vision acts as a compass, guiding your decisions, your actions, and your energy. Without it, you're vulnerable to being pulled in every direction by what others say, what the latest trends are, or what immediate circumstances suggest. Vision over noise means choosing to focus on your goals, your purpose, and your long-term plan, despite the chaos around you. Many people never achieve their potential simply because they let the noise control them. They listen too much to the doubts of others, the fear of failure, or the temporary setbacks they encounter. But successful people understand that noise is temporary and often misleading. The opinions, distractions, and pressures from outside are just that. External noise that doesn't define your true path. Your vision, however, is internal. It's the clear picture you hold of the life you want to build and the legacy you want to leave. It gives meaning to every challenge and clarity to every choice. Vision helps you stay disciplined and consistent. When distractions come, and they always do, a strong vision reminds you why you started. It provides motivation on days when enthusiasm fades and fatigue sets in. It keeps you from giving up when results aren't immediate. People with vision don't get easily swayed by setbacks or criticism because they see beyond the present moment. They understand that every obstacle is part of the journey, not the end of the road. Another important aspect of vision is that it helps you prioritize. When your goals are clear, you know what matters and what doesn't. You learn to say no to distractions, unnecessary activities, or people who don't support your growth. Vision creates focus, and focus is essential for success. Without it, you waste time and energy on things that don't move you closer to your dreams. Vision turns your dreams into a roadmap, helping you take deliberate steps every day. People with vision also tend to have more resilience. Because they see the bigger picture, they are less likely to be discouraged by temporary failures or criticisms. They don't view setbacks as permanent defeat, but as learning experiences or course corrections. This mindset is crucial because the path to success is rarely smooth or easy. The stronger your vision, the more you can withstand the noise of doubt from others and from within yourself. It's also important to understand that vision is not something static. It can grow, evolve, and become clearer over time as you learn more about yourself and the world. But the key is to always have some vision, some clear direction that pulls you forward. Even if you're not sure about every detail, having a general idea of where you want to go is better than drifting aimlessly. Vision acts like a lighthouse in the storm, providing a point to navigate by when everything else seems uncertain. In today's culture, it's tempting to seek quick wins and immediate validation, but vision encourages patience and long-term thinking. It reminds you that true success is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires building steadily, sometimes quietly, so that when your moment arrives, it's sustainable and meaningful. People with vision build legacies because they're not just chasing short-term gains, they're creating lasting impact. Finally, vision is deeply connected to your purpose. It's the reason behind your goals. Without purpose, vision can become hollow or directionless. But when your vision aligns with your values and passions, it becomes a source of fulfillment and joy, not just achievement. This connection to purpose gives you energy and meaning, fueling your journey even during difficult times. Choosing vision over noise means prioritizing clarity over confusion, persistence over distraction, and purpose over pressure. It means training your mind to focus on what truly matters, even when the world around you is chaotic. When you hold your vision firmly, you become a leader of your own life, not a follower of others' opinions or the latest trends. So cultivate your vision daily. Write it down, reflect on it, and use it as your anchor. Let it guide your decisions and fuel your perseverance. When you do this, no matter how loud the noise gets, your vision will always lead you to success. Your work ethic is the foundation upon which your future is built. It is the daily commitment to doing your best, even when no one is watching, that shapes the life you will live. Success is not handed out as a prize for luck or talent alone. It is earned through consistent effort, perseverance, and a strong work ethic. The truth is, your habits and attitude towards work today will directly determine the opportunities and achievements you experience tomorrow. Work ethic is more than just working hard. It's about working with purpose, integrity, and consistency. It means showing up on time, completing tasks thoroughly, and pushing yourself beyond comfort zones. It requires discipline to maintain focus, resist distractions, and persist even when progress feels slow. Those who have a strong work ethic understand that excellence is not an accident. It's the result of intention and dedication over time. The power of work ethic lies in its ability to create momentum. Every small task you complete with diligence adds up. Each effort builds your skills, your reputation, and your confidence. When you consistently put in the work, you create a positive cycle. Progress fuels motivation, which drives more work, leading to greater progress. This cycle is the engine behind all meaningful success. Without a strong work ethic, progress is slow, inconsistent, or even stagnant. A strong work ethic also prepares you to seize opportunities. When you are ready and capable, doors open that others cannot access. People naturally trust and rely on those who demonstrate reliability and a solid commitment to their responsibilities. This trust leads to new projects, promotions, partnerships, and other breakthroughs. Your reputation as a hard-working individual precedes you and becomes a valuable asset in your career and personal growth. In contrast, a poor work ethic can limit your future in profound ways. Procrastination, laziness, and a lack of discipline create barriers that are difficult to overcome. They cause you to miss deadlines, lose trust, and fall behind in skills development. The gap between where you are and where you want to be widens when work ethic is weak. Success doesn't just become harder to reach, it becomes unlikely. It's important to realize that work ethic is a choice. It's not dependent on your mood, external circumstances, or how others behave. You control your effort, your attitude, and your commitment. Even on days when motivation is low, showing up and doing the work builds character and separates you from those who quit or settle for less. This consistency is a defining trait of successful people across all fields. Building a strong work ethic takes time and conscious effort. It begins with small daily habits, setting goals, managing your time effectively, minimizing distractions, and holding yourself accountable. It grows when you challenge yourself to go beyond the minimum requirements and take pride in your work. Over time, these habits become second nature, and working hard becomes part of your identity. Work ethic also has a profound impact on your mindset. When you develop discipline and see the results of your efforts, you gain confidence and a sense of control over your future. This empowerment encourages you to set bigger goals and tackle greater challenges. You no longer wait for external validation or luck. You rely on your ability to deliver and improve. Remember, no one is born with a perfect work ethic. It is cultivated through experience, trial, and a commitment to growth. The people you admire for their achievements reach their level not only because of talent, but because they made a choice to work hard consistently. Your future self will thank you for the effort you invest today. Your work ethic is your most valuable asset. It defines your reputation, opens doors, and shapes the quality of your life. If you want a future filled with opportunity, success, and fulfillment, invest in your work ethic now. Show up, give your best, and keep pushing forward. The path to your dreams is paved with your daily effort, and that effort will determine everything you achieve. Doubt is one of the greatest obstacles people face when pursuing their dreams. Often it doesn't come only from within, but also from those around us, family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers who question our ability, ambition, or goals. Their skepticism can be loud and persistent, casting shadows over our confidence and making us question ourselves. But the real power lies in how we respond to that doubt. Learning to outwork your doubters means using their disbelief as fuel to propel you forward rather than allowing it to hold you back. When others doubt you, it's easy to feel discouraged or defeated. Their words may plant seeds of uncertainty in your mind. However, successful people understand that doubt from others is not a reflection of your true potential. It is often a reflection of their own limitations, fears, or inability to see beyond their perspective. The key is to not let external doubts become internal barriers. Instead, let them be motivation to prove that your vision, your goals, and your capabilities are real. Outworking your doubters means committing to more effort than anyone expects from you. It means going beyond the surface level and dedicating yourself to continuous improvement, long after others have stopped watching or believing. While doubters may rest on their assumptions, you stay awake working toward your goals. It is through consistent hard work that you build undeniable proof of your capabilities. This effort silences critics, not with words, but with results. This mindset requires resilience. It demands that you push through discouragement and fatigue. When doubt arises, either from others or within yourself, the choice to keep going is what separates achievers from quitters. Outworking your doubters means refusing to let temporary opinions or setbacks define your worth or your trajectory. Instead, you double down on your discipline, focus, and ambition. Learning to outwork doubters helps build mental toughness. It forces you to develop self-belief that is independent of external validation. When you rely less on approval from others and more on your own commitment and standards, you gain freedom and confidence. This mental strength will carry you through challenges and keep you anchored to your vision, even when the journey is difficult. Another important aspect is humility combined with hunger. Outworking your doubters does not mean arrogance or blind stubbornness. It means recognizing that every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and get better. It means having the humility to acknowledge your weaknesses, but the hunger to improve them relentlessly. This balanced mindset helps you stay focused on progress rather than ego. Outworking your doubters also has the effect of inspiring others. When people see your dedication and achievements despite skepticism, you become a beacon of possibility. You show that doubt does not have to be a limit, but can be transformed into a source of strength. Your success becomes a testimony to what can be accomplished with perseverance and hard work. In practical terms, outworking your doubters looks like prioritizing your goals every day. It means setting clear plans, waking up early, putting in extra hours, and maintaining consistency no matter the distractions. It means sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. When doubt tries to creep in, you meet it with action. Doing more, learning more, and pushing harder. Ultimately, the goal is not just to prove others wrong, but to prove yourself right. Outworking your doubters is about affirming your belief in your own dreams and abilities. It's about building a future where your accomplishments speak louder than skepticism ever could. When you adopt this mindset, doubt loses its power over you and success becomes inevitable. Remember, every successful person has faced doubters. What sets them apart is their response. Instead of wasting energy on negativity, they channel it into effort. They outwork the noise and rise above the skepticism with results that cannot be ignored. This is the power of determination fueled by hard work, a force that no doubt can overcome. Patience is often overlooked in today's fast-paced world, yet it remains one of the most powerful qualities a person can develop on the journey to success. In a culture that prizes instant gratification, quick results, and immediate recognition, patience may seem old-fashioned or even frustrating. However, patience is not about waiting passively. It is about enduring, persevering, and maintaining faith in the process, even when progress seems slow or invisible. True power lies in the ability to stay steady and committed, trusting that your hard work will eventually bear fruit. When you have patience, you understand that success is rarely instant. Every achievement, every breakthrough is the result of countless small steps taken over time. Those who lack patience often give up too early, discouraged by temporary setbacks or the seeming absence of results. They want quick wins and immediate rewards, and when these don't come, they lose momentum or change course unnecessarily. But those who cultivate patience know that the journey itself is part of the growth, and they remain steadfast despite challenges. Patience allows you to focus on what you can control: your effort, your attitude, and your persistence. Rather than getting overwhelmed by outcomes that may take time to manifest, it gives you the strength to continue refining your skills, learning from mistakes, and adjusting your approach. Without patience, it's easy to become reactive or impulsive, making poor decisions out of frustration or anxiety. But with patience, you develop a calm confidence that carries you through difficult phases. Another aspect of patience is the understanding that timing matters. Just because something isn't happening right now doesn't mean it won't happen at the right moment. Success often requires waiting for opportunities to align, for the right resources, connections, or circumstances to come together. Patience gives you the wisdom to recognize when to push forward and when to hold steady, avoiding unnecessary burnout or reckless moves. Moreover, patience builds resilience. It trains your mind and spirit to withstand delays, doubts, and discouragement. Each time you practice patience, you strengthen your ability to stay positive and motivated despite uncertainty. This resilience becomes a key factor in long-term success because it prevents you from quitting too soon or losing faith in your vision. It's important to remember that patience is not a passive state, but an active one. It involves continuous work, learning, and improvement while you wait for results. Patience means showing up every day, putting in effort, and maintaining discipline, even when the rewards are not immediate. It is a form of faith in your own process, in the eventual outcome of your dedication. In life and work, those who exercise patience tend to make better decisions. They avoid rash actions and impulsive reactions that can cause setbacks. Instead, they take the time to analyze, plan, and prepare. This thoughtful approach often leads to more sustainable and meaningful success. Patience gives you the ability to see the bigger picture and understand that setbacks are temporary, part of a larger learning curve rather than permanent failure. Patience also cultivates gratitude and humility. When you wait and work steadily, you become more aware of the value of each step forward. You learn to appreciate small victories and milestones, which builds confidence and motivation. It teaches you humility by reminding you that great achievements take time and effort. No one succeeds overnight or without challenges. Patience is a power because it aligns your mindset with reality. It bridges the gap between where you are now and where you want to be by creating a stable foundation of endurance, faith, and consistent action. When you master patience, you control your response to delay and difficulty instead of letting frustration control you. So, embrace patience as a strategic advantage. Train yourself to see it not as a weakness or burden, but as a strength that will carry you through hard times and help you achieve your goals. Remember that the best things in life often take time to grow. The seeds you plant today, nurtured with patience and persistence, will one day blossom into the success and fulfillment you desire. Celebrating small wins is a vital yet often underestimated part of achieving success. Many people get so focused on their big goals that they overlook the importance of acknowledging the progress they make along the way. However, it is these small victories that build momentum, boost confidence, and keep motivation alive. Understanding why and how to celebrate small wins can transform your mindset and propel you toward larger, long-term achievement. Small wins represent the incremental progress you make each day toward your bigger goals. They can be as simple as completing a difficult task, learning a new skill, sticking to a habit, or overcoming a minor challenge. While these achievements might seem insignificant on their own, their cumulative effect is profound. When you recognize and celebrate these moments, you reinforce positive behavior and create a sense of accomplishment that encourages you to keep going. One of the most important reasons to celebrate small wins is that it fuels motivation. Progress, no matter how small, activates your brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, the chemical associated with pleasure and motivation. This chemical boost creates a feeling of satisfaction that makes you want to continue working toward your goals. Without celebrating small successes, it's easy to feel like your efforts are going unnoticed, which can lead to burnout or discouragement. Celebrating small wins also helps to build your confidence. When you acknowledge that you are making progress, you start to believe in your ability to succeed. This growing confidence becomes a powerful asset, especially when facing bigger challenges ahead. Instead of being overwhelmed by the scale of your goals, you begin to trust your capability to handle whatever comes your way, one step at a time. Another benefit of celebrating small wins is that it provides clarity and perspective. Big goals can sometimes feel abstract or distant, making it hard to stay focused or feel connected to your purpose. By breaking your journey into smaller milestones and celebrating each one, you create a roadmap that shows tangible progress. This helps you see how far you've come, which can be inspiring and reassuring, especially during tough times. The act of celebration doesn't have to be elaborate or costly. It can be as simple as taking a moment to acknowledge your effort, sharing your success with someone supportive, or rewarding yourself in a small way. The key is to consciously recognize and appreciate your progress. This practice trains your mind to focus on positivity and achievement rather than setbacks or failures. Celebrating small wins fosters a growth mindset. It shifts your focus from perfection and end results to learning and improvement. When you value incremental progress, you become more resilient and adaptable. You understand that success is a journey, not a destination, and that setbacks or slow days are simply part of the process. This mindset encourages persistence and helps you maintain momentum over time. In teams or organizations, celebrating small wins can enhance morale and productivity. Recognizing individual and collective achievements creates a positive culture that motivates everyone to strive harder. It builds a sense of community and shared purpose, which can be crucial for long-term success. Leaders who make a habit of celebrating small milestones help their team stay engaged and focused on continuous improvement. On a personal level, celebrating small wins can improve your overall well-being. It cultivates gratitude and joy, which are important for mental health. When you acknowledge your achievements, you reinforce self-love and appreciation, reducing negative self-talk and doubt. This emotional boost can increase your resilience and make the pursuit of your goals more enjoyable. In conclusion, celebrating small wins is not just a feel-good activity, it is a strategic tool for success. It keeps you motivated, builds confidence, provides clarity, and fosters a positive mindset. It transforms the journey toward your goals into a series of meaningful and rewarding steps. By learning to appreciate your progress and honoring your efforts, you set yourself up for big victories. Remember, every great achievement is made up of many small wins. Embrace each one and let them inspire you to keep moving forward. The phrase, "Your time will come, stay ready," holds a profound truth that can change the way you approach your goals and challenges in life. It speaks to the idea that success, opportunity, and breakthrough moments do not always happen according to our schedules or expectations. Sometimes they come unexpectedly, and when they do, only those who are prepared can seize them fully. Staying ready means more than just hoping for a chance. It means actively preparing yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally for when your moment arrives. Many people wait passively for their time to come, assuming that opportunity will simply knock on their door. They may dream about success but fail to put in the necessary effort or preparation. This waiting can lead to frustration, disappointment, and missed chances. The truth is, opportunity favors those who are ready. When your time comes, you want to be in a position where you can confidently say yes, take action, and maximize what is offered. Staying ready means constantly developing yourself. It means learning new skills, gaining knowledge, and improving your abilities even when no one is watching. It means showing up consistently and doing the hard work day after day, building a foundation that can support your growth when the right moment arrives. Preparation is often invisible to others, but it is the secret weapon behind every success story. In addition to skill development, staying ready also involves cultivating the right mindset. This means being mentally resilient, optimistic, and adaptable. You need to trust that your efforts will pay off, even if the results are not immediate. You must remain patient yet persistent, knowing that your time will come, but you can't predict exactly when. This mindset allows you to stay calm and focused rather than anxious or discouraged during the waiting period. Being emotionally prepared is equally important. Success can bring new pressures and responsibilities. If you're not ready emotionally, sudden change can be overwhelming. Staying ready means strengthening your emotional intelligence, learning to manage stress, stay grounded, and make wise decisions under pressure. It also means understanding the value of humility and gratitude, so when your time comes, you remain centered and grateful rather than arrogant or complacent. The concept of staying ready also encourages you to seize small opportunities along the way. Sometimes your big break is actually a series of smaller chances to prove yourself and build momentum. By taking advantage of these moments, no matter how small, you demonstrate readiness and build a track record of success that prepares you for larger opportunities. Every step you take in readiness moves you closer to your moment. Staying ready is about discipline and consistency. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, but real readiness comes from continuing to prepare during times of doubt, setbacks, or lack of visible progress. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation wanes. It builds habits that become your automatic response to challenges. When your time comes, these habits ensure you are already operating at your best. Another key element of staying ready is maintaining a vision and clarity of purpose. When you know why you are preparing and what you ultimately want to achieve, your efforts become intentional and focused. Vision acts as a guiding light that helps you stay on track and maintain readiness. Without it, preparation can feel aimless and exhausting. It's important to remember that staying ready is not about rushing or forcing things to happen prematurely. It's about balance, working hard, improving yourself, and waiting patiently without losing momentum. Your time will come, but it will come at the right moment. The better prepared you are, the more you will be able to capitalize on that moment when it arrives. In conclusion, the idea that your time will come, stay ready, is a call to action and a mindset. It reminds you to take responsibility for your preparation, to trust the process, and to keep growing even when success seems distant. By staying ready, you position yourself to not only meet your opportunity, but to excel beyond what you imagined possible. So keep working, keep learning, and keep believing, because when your time does come, you will be ready to own it.